I also like you see he brought up the queer thing. I know I wanted to ask you this earlier though, in relation to Malcolm, like everybody recently. I remember I talked to a professor at the university that I attended, and he was animate. He was a black Muslim himself.
Mm-hmm.
He stood by the fact that Malcolm X was bisexual, and like the letter that came out several years ago with him writing to Elijah Muhammad about his marriage problems, which also included his sexual problems, allegedly written in his hand or typed in his hand.
Yes, it
back
was.
in '59. I mean, are you going to address that? Is sexuality, Malcolm's sexuality?
Yeah, the book will talk about that. What you're referring to originally was a book by an author named Bruce Perry, entitled Malcolm, and with the exception of one source that was actually from Shorty Jarvis, actually the character in Malcolm's autobiography, who was named Shorty. There is some evidence that is presented in this book that suggests not that Malcolm was bisexual, but that he engaged in intimate actions that were homosexual. I think that to a certain extent you have to separate those kinds of actions from an identity that is homosexual or gay. For example, men in prison frequently have what would be called homosexual sex. Does that make them homosexuals? Well, depends, yes and no. Some people would say yes. Other people would say, well, once you leave the prison, then you're in the heterosexual world. What you do in prison really doesn't matter. So, I'm not. I don't want to get into a debate about it, but Perry basically, for the most part, cites unnamed sources, and that's not what a historian does. That's what fearmongers do.
Right.
And so I address Perry's charges in the book.